This is a quick video to go over replacing the EGR sensors on a 2018 Chevy Colorado with a 2.8 liter diesel for the codes P041D and P041E. Brad Mill from one of the diesel forum groups provided some pictures of the green wire that I'm going to install.
Removal of the cover. So we've got a T30 Torx wrench that needs to go into this hole. To find the head of the screw. There is just a small clip that goes into a small hole that holds this tube in place. We want to free that up so that we can pull out the cover. Alright, let's go ahead, back off this. Still something hanging on. Let's figure out what that is. This is foam insulation. A little tricky to get that out. Seems to be right in the way of where I need to work, though. Oh, it really goes back there. entirely sure how to get this piece off other than to force it. But to be is right in there. There's our connector. We're gonna have to pop that off and then open it up. This is the same connector on the white side, so I'm guessing it has a similar piece here. It looks like we're just gonna have to figure out how to get a squeeze on the back side of that thing. Before we demonstrate this, I'm going to go ahead and take off the ground cable from our battery. That way nothing unfortunate happens at that point. Simple 10mm bolt. Loosen up that top nut, and that should free us up on here, so we can go ahead and remove our ground cable. Maybe I need to free it up some more. Just some minor manipulation with a screwdriver is able to pop that loose. And let's get it off of there. Alright, so battery's disconnected. I'm going to demonstrate how to get this thing off. So here we're going to take this little gray tab and pull it to the out position, which looks like sadly a two-hand job, but I'm going to try pushing down on this tab and pulling out on that tab. Alright, I was able to push down on this back tab, pull out on this tab, and now we should be able to press down on here. Get the screwdriver out of my hand. We're going to press down on here, which should allow that to come out. Push down. While I have this apart, I'm going to squirt a little grease in there, make sure these parts are well sealed, lubricated, and I'm putting them back together and try to work on the green now. This is going to be a struggle fest to get back here. The vacuum line out of the way, the hard vacuum line for the brake master cylinder. There we go, got it. The tab is now popped off. Now I gotta figure out how to get a squeeze on it so that I can remove it. Should be able. Alright, we're going to big screwdriver mode to try to pry off the connection point that's on the back like that. So I just want to try to break this assembly free of that. The new one, I've already done it. The new one is, yep. Okay, so now we're free. The new one has that piece built onto it. So now we might be able to grab hold of that with the right tool and break it free. Let's give it a shot. So, interesting tidbit about this little connector. When I pulled off the other one, I was just prying blind, and this is what was left in the bracket on the inside. You're able, I don't know if I can get this. The magic tool turned out to be a small pair of vice grips. So one interesting note, you can break this little tab right here. Get a small screwdriver, stick it in there, break that, and what ends up happening is you free this inside. This should allow for your 17-inch or 17 millimeter wrench to go on there like that, and now you can use a box wrench to work on the nut. That's pretty rough looking. Not horrible though. Let's see if swapping it out for the new one makes a difference. Just for a comparison. Pretty clean new one. Alright, so the new one's in place. Got it kind of in a relatively vertical, well, it's up anyway. Now I'm going to try to reassemble this. I pushed those together. Now I'm going to try to pull that gray clip back into its locked position. So, interesting tidbit about this little connector. When I pulled off the other one, I was just prying blind, and this is what was left in the bracket on the inside. You're able, I don't know if I can get this. Okay, so both pieces of insulation are back in. Now we'll reinstall the cover, and we should be done with this. Alright, so reinstalled the cover. I just put it into place, made sure it wasn't interfering with anything. Now I'm going to put the bolt in and then snap the brake vacuum line. Nut in, screwed the nut in. Now I'm back here trying to pop this back into the hole that I popped it out of. If I can find it. Oh, scooted it way over. All right. Done. Ground cable's back in the battery. Let's see if she fires up and gives us the same warning. If she does, now I go over here and change the white one, which should be much easier. Looks like we still get the engine power reduced on, so I'm going to order the white side. So it looks like now I'm only getting the P041D instead of both the P041B and the P041E.